Algonquin, but we have just stopped at Weber's to get some dinner. So we just backed into our site. It is a really wide open site, but that's how most of them are in the Lake of Two Rivers campground. We tried so many times to get into Mew Lake, but I think because Mew Lake and Lake of Two Rivers both do the big Halloween trick-or-treating thing, it's really hard to get into them, and Mew Lake is a really nice campground. So we could only get into Lake of Two Rivers, but it is really wide open, which we don't love. Welcome back to Camping with the Girls. For the weekend before Halloween and our last trip out, we are at Algonquin Provincial Park staying in Lake of Two Rivers campground. Come with us to explore this beautiful park. Algonquin is along 56 kilometers of Highway 60 and is 7,725 square kilometers. There are 11 campgrounds. 8 on the Highway 60 corridor, 2 on the north side, and 1 on the east side, with a total of 3,474 sites and 2,123 backcountry sites. Lake of Two Rivers has 3 campgrounds. People of the Shadows campground has sites 1 to 82 and is non-electric and electric. Turtle campground has sites 83 to 160 and is all electric. Eagle Campground has sites 161 to 241 and is non-electric and electric. Throughout Algonquin, there is 1 art gallery, 9 boat launches, 16 docks, 1 fish cleaning station, 5 food concessions, 22 historic buildings, 2 logging museums, 9 park stores. There are water, bike, and winter rentals, 2 trailer dump and fill stations, 1 visitor center, 6 warm-up shelters, whitewater paddling, hunting, horseback riding, and dog sledding. There are 21 trails in the park and over 140 kilometers of backpacking trails. There are 3 cross-country ski trails and there is snowshoeing. You can snowshoe anywhere except for the cross-country ski trails. There are 3 bike trails. There are 4 trails located by Lake of Two Rivers campground where we are staying. Track and Tower Trail is 7.7 kilometers rated moderate. Hemlock Bluff Trail is 3.5 kilometers rated moderate. Bat Lake Trail is 5.6 kilometers rated moderate. Two Rivers Trail is 2.1 kilometers rated moderate. Now, for our review here, we're just going to be touring our campground as there are lots of campgrounds here and way too many sites to tour in just a weekend. And we will be showing, there is 4 hikes listed near this campground, so we will be talking about those a bit. We will say how many campgrounds there is and all of that, and we'll list most of the amenities that the whole park has. But other than that, like the vault toilet review, the comfort station review, the bathroom or the beach review, and the playground review, that will all be based on actual just Lake of Two Rivers, not the whole of Algonquin.
This is way too big.
Yeah, it's quite a big park.
To tour.
Yeah.
There are 5 vault toilets in Lake of Two River campground. They're smelly. There's no sinks, but they do have hand sanitizer. There are no lights and they're dirty. I would have to give these a 5 out of 10.
There are 2 comfort stations in Lake of Two Rivers campground, both with laundry and showers. So the comfort station is pretty clean and not smelly, and it is also a bit newer. I would have to give these a 7 out of 10.
There are no playgrounds in Lake of Two River campground, so I'd have to rate that a 0 out of 10.
We just made some hot chocolate with whipped cream and marshmallows in Halloween themed mugs. So it's Saturday morning around 8:50 a.m. and I got up and I am now doing my campground tour, and then I'm probably gonna go do my beach review. And later on we're gonna carve pumpkins and go trick-or-treating because our trick-or-treating here starts at 4 o'clock. Let's check out Maudaus Kunari Campground. I'm definitely not saying that correctly. This campground also, it used to be called East Campground, but they have now changed the name. Let's check out Mickinac Campground, which used to be Northwest Campground, but they have changed the name. let's check out Mickazoo Campground, if I'm saying that correctly. And this used to be Southwest Campground, but they changed the name. So there is one big day use beach and one dog beach, both in Lake Two Rivers Campground with beautiful sand. And this is the water behind me. It is very foggy this morning. So there's also a big parking area over there, and then I believe the dog beach is right around the corner, which we will tour. So this beach is a pretty big beach with nice sand, and it's pretty good going in. It's a bit like rocky with like little pebbles and stuff, but it's pretty good. So I would have to give this beach a 7 out of 10. So the dog beach is on the other side of the main beach parking lot, and it's a good size, and it's still pretty good going into the water, and there's sand and rocks and stuff, so it's pretty good. I would have to give this dog beach a 6.5 out of 10. We are now here at the Algonquin Visitor Center. carving pumpkins, and I will have to show you guys them when I show you our whole Halloween setup. We just came over to the Lake of Two Rivers store. So Sadie is being a homemade trailer, and we put in the taillights on the back. Okay, I am being a homemade fire pit, and we have the lights. So we are doing a camping theme. And Dilly's being a hot dog. Dilly! Good girl. So we just got back from trick-or-treating, and we're now gonna have a fire and a late dinner. We're having chili and garlic bread. It was quite cold out, but it was a really nice night. And what I think is really nice is the park staff close off all the roads from 4 o'clock to 8 p.m. And that way you don't have to get out of the way for cars coming or anything. So that's awesome, and there's a lot of kids out trick-or-treating and a lot of places that do great setups, and there's lots of candy. So we had a great time. One other park that we did last year was Bronte Creek Provincial Park. It's also a good one. And in Algonquin, the two that do Halloween is Lake of Two Rivers, which we are in, and Mew Lake. So it's around 10:40 a.m. on Sunday, and we are packing up, and then we are going to head to this fun little fall thing. I believe it's at like a garden center in Huntsville. So we're gonna go to that, and we will show you some pictures from that. We are here with the Algonquin Provincial Park Lake of Two Rivers Campground Park Review. So we went there for Halloween weekend, and it was a blast. It was really fun. I think that it's amazing that some of the parks put on a big Halloween event. A lot of the parks do it on Thanksgiving weekend, but we like to go to the ones that do it on like the weekend closest to Halloween, like the weekend before Halloween. In Algonquin, the two campgrounds that do it are Mew Lake and Lake of Two Rivers. So we stayed in the Lake of Two Rivers campground. And yeah, it was a great turnout for trick-or-treating. There were a ton of sites done up really nice.
Like really good.
And we got a lot of candy, and yeah, there were a ton of people that had great costumes and all of that. And we made pretty cool costumes. We got lots of comments. We made a homemade retro trailer for her. And I was a fire pit. So those represent camping.
And Delilah was a hot dog.
Yes, Delilah was a hot dog. So, yeah, it was amazing. The sites in the Lake of Two Rivers campground like aren't too private. There are a few that are more private. It just kind of depends on the area that you're in. But most of them aren't that private, but they're still really nice. It's piney. Yeah, lots of pine needles. The comfort stations are nice. It's a pretty nice campground in general.
But there's no park.
Yeah, there's no playground. I don't think there's even a playground in any of the campgrounds. I could be wrong, but yeah. And I think there's 11 campgrounds. I think 8 on the Highway 60 corridor.
So Algonquin Provincial Park is also very big,
park. So yeah, as we were saying, I believe it has 11 campgrounds, 8 on the Highway 60 corridor, and then 3 back. But yeah, so all the campgrounds are really nice. Those are just, we tried to get into Mule Lake, but we could only get into Lake of Two Rivers, as it's probably very popular for the Halloween. There's so many different hikes in Algonquin.
Yeah.
And they're amazing hikes. And there is also a amazing visitor center. There's so many lakes to paddle on. There's some good beaches. So it's really nice. And we really enjoyed our stay. Okay, so our campground, it had a pretty good beach, right?
Yeah.
It had great comfort stations. The vault toilets were pretty good. Again, no playground. The sites, some of them are decent. There's a couple that look over a really pretty area. Yeah, there's a little park office at the front. We're also right beside the Lake of Two Rivers store. So we walked to that and we got some ice cream. So yeah, we really enjoyed our stay, and it's a great park, and you can have a different experience each time just because it's so big and there's so much to do.
Like, it's so
yeah, you could easily spend a week and not do everything. So yeah, we're definitely gonna come back next year and throughout the following years to explore different campgrounds.
Yeah.
We've only been to, I believe, Canis Bay, other than Lake of Two Rivers, but our parents, they've been to a couple other campgrounds in there. But I think that takes us to our rating, and I was thinking around like a 7.5. There's no playgrounds, and like it's smaller lakes, which are still really nice. But I think for us, like, it's a great park if you're into like all like the paddling and things like that. It offers a lot of that and like a lot of trails. But for us, there's definitely other parks that we like better, and Algonquin's still great. But I think a 7.5 would be a good rating, right? Okay, so 7.5 it is. And we will see you guys in 2026 because this was our last park. Our last park is always Halloween weekend, and so yeah, we'll see you guys in 2026 and have a great winter, and yeah. All right, bye. So this place is called Sand Hill Nursery.